How's it going out there? It's a hot one outside. Working my butt off. So I'm taking a little break from working. I'm trying a new job, Pays better so far. But I don't know how long it'll last, so might be a short deal, but it works for now. So. But anyways, it's good to talk to you guys again, you know what I'm saying? Even though you don't talk back, really. In real life, you don't really talk to me. It's nice to talk to you anyways. So. But anyways, I was just thinking today, I'm like, they threw everything in the kitchen sink at me. Even put me in jail, Everything. They still couldn't stop the Wolverine. I'm a free man right now. They couldn't stop me. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the video's about. I'm like, if they couldn't even stop, literally, an unorganized, wild Wolverine running amok out there, if they can't even stop him, if they can't even stop the Wolverine who's running wild, not part of the X-Men team, nothing, just gone rogue, gone wild, berserker out there. Wolverine went berserker. They couldn't even stop that. I'm like, if they couldn't even stop that, there's no way they're going to stop Gambit, the leader of the team, of the X-Men, the Lord's battle axe. They're not going to stop Gambit. Gambit's like 1,000,000 times more tactical, smarter than I am. They're not going to stop Gambit at all, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, easy peasy. But Gambit does have a hard mission. He does. He has a hard mission. If they're pressing on me over here, they're going to go try to press on Gambit over there. They know where the summit is. They all know. So stay sharp, Everyone knows where the summit is. No one cared about the summit eight months ago. No one cared about the summit 8 months ago. I was pulling teeth to try to get people to go. And everyone's like, no, I don't want to go. You were there. Everyone's like, no, I don't want to go. Except Storm. Storm Blue Sky wanted to go. And I feel bad that I wasn't, the road trip to pick up Storm didn't happen, and it's not, the original plan to pick up Rogue, I feel bad, because Storm really wanted to go. She did, And if she has the money to go by herself, I don't know if she does, but I don't, especially right now. But don't worry, Gambit's like, I got it covered. Rest easy, team. Rest easy. I got it covered. That's what Gambit said. And he does have it covered. Not only is he prepping for the mission, he's helping me stay afloat so I don't go homeless. That's how legit the leader of the team Gambit is, Helping me stay afloat, so I don't die. Because every organization under the U.S. flag is attacking me everywhere you can think of. Oh, take away his income. Take away this. Take away my shirt. That's what they did in jail. They took away my shirt in jail. They took away my clothes. They gave me Joker clothes in jail. I was dressed like the Joker. The orange and They take away your clothes in jail. And they won't even let you shower. Well, they didn't let me shower. Special treatment for the Wolverine. I get the Jesus treatment, No toilet paper for you. No, barely any water. Drink from the toilet. You drink from the toilet. That's how they treat the Wolverine in jail. But I knew it was coming. But they knew. By the time they were done with me in jail, I saw the judge and all that, they knew. Once I got out of the jail, they were in big trouble, and they are. There's a whole lot of fight coming their way. There's a whole lot of fight coming their way. Yeah. Because they knew they treated, they didn't respect any of my rights, nothing. They treated me less than an animal, I got the Jesus treatment. They knew they were in deep trouble if I got out of that jail, and they are. They're in big trouble. The coup de grace hasn't even happened yet. The ultimate pinnacle of the plan. That was just previews. Jail was just previews, you know what I'm saying? That was just warm-up of the warfare. Whatever. Whatever. I used to sleep next to a toilet as a kid. Jail cell's nothing, This place could be a jail cell. There's nothing on the walls. This is my jail cell, but I pay rent. Don't you forget it. It's a prison planet. Prison Earth. And I'm the number one prisoner. They're probably patrolling outside right now. They're scared of the Wolverine. Oh no, he's breathing. We're scared. Oh no, he's walking. We're scared. I don't have to do much to scare the people. I'm just like, whatever. I got nothing. I got nothing. No weapons. No weapons. I come in Israel peace. I got no weapons. Put them in jail. I got no weapons though. Put them in jail. That's how afraid they are of the Wolverine. And now even Spider-Man's afraid of me. I'm like, he's like, the FBI's on you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what? So he's like looking at me weird. Spider-Man's looking at me weird. Even Spider-Man's like, whoa. I shouldn't mess with you. I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't mess with me. That's what they're figuring out. You shouldn't mess with me either, Spider-Man. His name's Cody. I'm like, you shouldn't mess with me either. I'll sneak up on you when you're asleep too. Just kidding. But, he's like, you gotta be doing some serious stuff. I'm like, nothing. I got nothing. They just found Bibles on me. They did a surprise attack on me. They did. I give them that. They did a surprise attack. The FBI and police, they did a surprise attack. All they found were Bibles. They are scared to death of that Bible. And the one who's carrying that Bible. I'm just carrying Jesus with me. They're scared of Jesus. They just don't know it yet. They're terrified of Jesus. They are. I'm just like, I have Jesus all over my vehicle. Well, like the words Jesus, they're scared of him. They're like, we're going to take down Jesus like we did 2,000 years ago, but right now, he doesn't exist. We can see Johnny, but we can't see Jesus, so we'll take down Johnny. Thanks, Jesus. Thanks. I'll stand in your place, Jesus, and be the martyr. Walk to the cross in front of a jury. I'll do it. You ain't better than me, Jesus. If you can be crucified, I can be crucified. Publicly. You ain't better than me. You're trying to outdo Jesus still? Maybe I am. Maybe I am trying to outdo Jesus. Crucify me publicly like Jesus was. Crucify me publicly. We all saw it. I got jury trial ahead of me. Crucify me publicly. Yell, crucify Johnny. Crucify Adam. Yell it. We're going to do this right. We're going to make it happen. They're going to make it happen. And Pontius Pilate's going to allow it. And he's like, the judge is going to be like, I wash my hands of this. I wash my hands of this. That's what he's going to say before they convict me and sentence me. He's like, I wash my hands of this, You watch. That's how it'll go. But anyways, that's not what this video's about. It's not about Johnny. We all know everybody hates yours truly. We know that. You know what I'm saying? You see any friends? No. So, still a loner, but Gambit, I think Gambit's my friend. I think Gambit's my only friend, Hey, Gambit. Gambit's my only friend, which makes sense, Just like on the X-Men. Gambit and Wolverine were kind of friends. Kind of the rebels of the X-Men. Wolverine and Gambit were kind of the rebels, we're kind of friends, I think, you know? So, makes sense. So, Bishop and the Wolverine are friends, but I would say Gambit and Wolverine are more friends than, you know, me and Bishop get along more than before, but he's not really the main X-Men team, Bishop. He's kind of a separate X-Men team, you know, but he's legit, you know. He's the leader of his own team out there, you know. So, and sometimes I help his team. Sometimes I'm a part of Bishop's team, you know, and he's leading the show, you know what I'm saying? So, if he needs a wild man to do the dirty work, he calls me. He calls the Wolverine. He does, you know. If something needs to get done that no one wants to do, and it'll get rough, they call yours truly. Yeah, I got FBI on me, I got CIA on me, I got police on me, I got the police chief on me, I got the mayor on me. They call the Wolverine for the tough stuff, okay? I'm not afraid of all that. Who do you think's running the city? Not them. They tried everything against me, except for tanks in the streets. Once they have tanks in the streets, I'll be like, okay, they're serious. Okay, they're serious. There's tanks rolling down the streets. We're serious now, you know. That's coming, though. So, this bombing of Iran is just a distraction. They know the real threat is the people from within. L.A., you know, up here, too, pressing, you know, fighting for our human rights. Second revolution. Oh, let's bomb Israel bomb Iran as a distraction. Let's help Israel. Let's help Israel bomb Iran as a distraction because we're losing against the revolution. They are losing. Big time. Big time. If they have to call in the Marines, they're losing, okay? That's a big move. That's a big military move to call the Marines against your own citizens. They're losing. They're losing ground. They are. They're like, bomb Iran. Distraction. Israel's taking care of Iran. We don't need to help, okay? We're good. Israel is fine. Israel's good. It's protected by God. It's the chosen country by God. Not us. Israel's the protected country by God. They'll be all right. They've stood standing all this time. Israel will be okay. You know what I'm saying? At least for now. Anyways, that's not what this video's about. I'm tired. I've been doing hard labor. I've been doing hard labor all day, so I deserve to vent it out. Hard labor in the heat. Yeah, I'm saying, because I'm an animal. You know, I work in the heat, the snow, doesn't matter. Wolverine's adapted. So I was working in the heat, so I don't be homeless. I'm working my butt off so I don't be homeless. You know, so I still have shelter. You know, for next month. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the hard jobs when you have to. So it's one of those times. But anyways, that's not what this video's about. It's about, I'm like, if they can't even stop Johnny Wolverine, if they can't even stop the Wolverine, they ain't stopping Gambit. They don't have a chance. He's been a soldier for Jesus forever, you know, tactician. I learned any tactical skills I've learned. Gambit already knows, you know, because I've added some tactical stuff, you know, to my repertoire. Be more tactical than just spontaneous and wild. Gambit's always tactical. He's tactical, you know, he's the tactician of the team. They're not going to beat Gambit, you know, they're not, you know. So, all they can do is just back off. That's all they can do is just back up. So, clear the way. The real leader of the team is not yours truly. Not even close. I'm not even on the X-Men. You know, even Storm outranks me. Storm's still on the X-Men. Rogue's still on the X-Men. They outrank me. I'm not even on the X-Men. I have to ask Gambit if I can be on the team again. That has not happened. I haven't asked them because I don't want to be on the team right now. I don't want to be on the team right now. I'm a rebel. I mean, I'm a good distraction. You know, look at me, look at me, look at me. While Gambit does the mission. Smooth sailing. Look at me while Gambit's doing the mission. That's the goal. You know, don't you worry about that. If anybody can distract people, it's the Wolverine. If you're looking at this video, you've already lost. That's how good the Wolverine is. If you're even wasting your time, you've already lost, you know. And that's what they're figuring out. If they're even watching these videos, they've lost. They've already lost, you know. The warfare's in the real world, you know. This is just a distraction. You know, say, hello, Gambit, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, that's all I want to say for this video. If they can't stop the Wolverine, and they tried a lot to stop the Wolverine. They tried a lot. I can't even put it all into words, but they tried the gamut to try to stop me, make me homeless, you name it. You name it. Bully me, intimidate me, follow me around, you know, on foot, you know, follow me with the CIA guy. They tried everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm still standing, you know what I'm saying? I look all right. Hair's looking good, you know. I'm still going just fine, you know. Maybe I run this city. Maybe I run this city and they don't know it, you know. Maybe I do. They tried everything. All the big players in this city tried everything against me. I'm still standing strong. Who runs the city? Maybe God does. Maybe God runs this city and they're just delusional. You know, if the Wolverine with no, you know, just some average Joe can outsmart them, you know. They ain't running the city, you know. So, I don't even want to put into words how easy it was to trick them. If I put it into words how easy it was to trick everybody, the top dogs, your head would spin. It was easy. I'm like, that worked? That's what I said. I'm like, that worked? To get the FBI involved and the police and bullying me and put me, that worked? That's how easy it was to trick everybody. No offense, you know. No wonder everybody's missed. You know, Satan has the upper hand on everybody. I barely do anything, and everybody's like, wow. But anyway, it's not about that. You can't stop the Wolverine, you know, or the animal. You ain't stopping Gambit. I pale in comparison to Gambit, you know. I do. Gambit's been training me, you know, in a way. Gambit's been training me since I've been serving the Lord. He's been training me, you know. You know what I mean? I'm a rookie when it comes to serving the Lord. You know, Jesus himself. I'm a rookie. I haven't served Jesus very long. You know what I'm saying? I haven't. Let's compare. Let's compare. Serving Satan 20 years, serving the Lord a year and a half, kind of. You know what I'm saying? See the, you know what I'm saying? Gambit's been serving the Lord Jesus for decades. I've served him for like a year, you know. Anyway, that's why he's going to the hot gates. He's the experienced one, not me. So, like, good luck stopping Gambit. Good luck. Good luck. You can't even stop the rookie. You can't even stop the rookie. You ain't stopping the experienced guy. Sorry. That's all I got to say for this video. I'll talk to you later.